Hi, I'm Susan Wheatley, and this is my 22-year-old Courtney. She's a special needs child, and this is my home at 847 East Douglas Avenue, Bellingham, Washington. And you can see by my yard all the leaves and stuff. I can't keep it up because I have a forest here right in my yard. And I don't have money to have a lawn person or a lawnmower. If we could walk over here and see the roof better. The roof is rotting, the mold. It's so damp up here on a hill that the roof is molding and rotting, and so pretty soon I'm going to need a roof. The front, as we go in the house, we'll see where damage has been done to a wall because of all the moisture up here. Cut.
Okay, show the garage door.
Okay. And if you look at my driveway and these big trees that are all around my house, when the wind blows, I get this every time. I can sweep it today, and if the wind blows, it comes back tomorrow.
The gutters are almost non-existent.
And the gutters need to be replaced.
Why don't you get a shot of the fencing, too?
The fencing, I've lived here 22 years, me and the kids, and the fence was here. And as you can see, it was bare wood. It was never ever painted or waterproofer put on it. So I don't know how much longer that will last. It goes in a square around the property.
Oh, rude.
And so I don't know if I own it or if the neighbors own it, but it's always been here. And my garage door.
Do you want to tell a little bit about Uncle Tom with this garage door?
Well, you can't use a garage door opener because you have to pull it by hand. I don't like going to this part of the house. My husband committed suicide in 1988. Courtney was 4 months old. Stephanie was 16 months old. And so being a single mom, it was pretty hard. We owned the home through her other set of grandparents passing away and willing half to each child. So I could never sell it because the kids, it's up to their decision, and this is their home.
Okay, let's start going in.
And due to my husband's suicide, we all have been to mental health places to get mental health help.
Do you want to show a little bit about the door, why it doesn't lock or anything?
Oh, well, take a look at this. People have, the night that Tom killed himself, when they found out he was in the garage in the car, broke down the door, and it's never been properly fixed. So somebody, if they wanted to get in here, it's not hard to push the door in and get in.
Okay.
And into the front room, we'll show you where the damage, dry rot, is coming through. I had this place replaced about 7 years ago. To there, the place was, this board was replaced, and due to damage around the fireplace up on the roof, it's rotting through, and mold is created. And behind this wall is an ant's nest. we had a guy come up here and look, and he said, sure enough, you've got little red ants, water ants. We can still use the fireplace. I had it certified because it looks nice to have a fire. It doesn't put off that much heat, though.
Where's the remote?
They're kind of doing something, Courtney.
Okay,
They're filming.
and another thing with all
When
these
they're done, we'll look for the remote.
with all these big trees around my yard, I hardly have any light. It's really hard to light around here. I'm a sloppy housekeeper,
Depressed.
but I'm so depressed I don't really care.
Chicky.
And
The dishwasher hasn't worked in years.
yeah, we haven't had a dishwasher for about 7 years.
I called on one in the newspaper and it was gone already.
And this door needs to be fixed.
Then the sliding glass door can't be
It
Can't be
needs
locked.
to be greased and stuff, but I can't. It needs to be worked on. You see how close these trees are to my house. I've had experts,
This is just walking right outside.
licensed people come out and give me an estimate to just topping the trees. So this tree popped off and fell on my roof about 5 years ago. Insurance doesn't cover Mother Nature, the tree falling on my house. So my mother, God bless her, gave us some money to just chop this tree down Friday, October 5th. And 'cause it was dead right down to the ground, and it was leaning towards the neighbor's property. So I didn't want to have it. It's becoming the windy season, and I didn't want to get sued if it fell on their house.
Okay.
So
Do you want to show, like, in your room, like, the mold behind the dressers? We can just do that really quick.
yeah, I can show you my room. But this is what I'm fighting every day, and when the wind blows up here, the kids are horrified. One time we did go up to my mom's to stay overnight because there was a real bad wind warning. And it's getting to be that time of year again, so we'll be afraid again. And there's a tree that topped off last year, and we just got it taken down Friday.
Okay.
And what I've been paying my bills on, 4 years ago we had to put a new septic system in. So this is the what do you call it, the water table?
Yeah.
Yeah, the water table, and on the other side is the fence, and the ground is a $20,000 septic system, state of the art. And they said, oh, it'd take 4 or 5 years before you'd have to pump it out. Well, it's been like every 3 years at a pump. And so we're dealing with those bills. And here's another problem. You look around my yard, and I've set these out here purposely. The wood has been eaten by the ants. That's what they're doing to the inside of my house. Oh God. And if we go in my bedroom, following me?
Yep.
In my room, to the ground, from the house settling, and there's ants. From the ground, the crack goes up to here, where moisture gets in. And so the rug under there is moisture. And I can't think of anything else except that I'm a house of keeper because of my depression. Thank you.